Hey man, I do what I do.
Speak like a curse like a sailor. Listen to this young woman again. This is where we've gone. This I want y'all to hear this for yourself. I need each and every one of y'all to hear this young woman who is a state
and we wouldn't, we showed up. And if he had some sense, then maybe we would have been about that life. But y'all know he ain't got no sense. So please give some love. This took a little bit of coordinating to do for sure. We got some cool shirts. We got Madam Williams.
This is not what we should be doing. I don't even know why we fighting with Greenland. Why we fighting with Greenland? We fighting with Canada. We fighting with Mexico. Yet we in love with Putin. What is happening? Like, this is not America. This is a terrible nightmare. Somebody slap me and wake me the because I'm ready to get on with it. That while we may not have the numbers just yet, that doesn't mean that we don't have fight left in our bodies. And so I am going to fight him every step of the way until we get what we deserve, because it was my ancestors that built this motherfucker. Okay, I'm done now. I'm done.
First of all, thank you for making the back of my head famous. But second of all, if we could do a sequel, if you could tell Donald Trump anything tonight, what would you tell him?
I would tell him to grow a spine and stop being Putin.
Little HO 304. That's what she said. Now, I just want you all to understand that this young woman, when I told you guys earlier that education doesn't buy you class, remember I told y'all that? Remember I told you guys that? Remember I told you that? This woman is a lawyer. This woman has, she went to Catholic school in St. Louis. So that's where she's from. She got a bachelor's degree. She's an anesthesiologist. You understand? She went to law school. You understand me? This woman worked for Johnny Cochran's law firm for a little while. Then she went to University of Houston and got her Juris Doctorate. You understand what I'm saying? This is who you're dealing with. And her mouth sounds like she spends her evenings at a strip club. But this is the representation that Black America has right now on the Democrat side. That's degeneracy. And it's this type of degeneracy and these type of policies and these type of people that are trying to turn Black America into a permanent underclass, not because they love us, but because they need us to be weak and dependent so that they can control our votes. Now, I don't blame that young woman, but it's the puppets behind her the puppet masters behind her that unleash her on us and to represent us. Look, man, this war is already being fought, whether we acknowledge or not. This civil war, or what I like to describe something like a purge, is long overdue. Decent, intelligent, hardworking Black people need to separate ourselves from these degenerate and counterproductive people. We need to begin to openly chastise them. Chris Rock talked about this back in 1997. Black America is going the way of Korea. There's no us anymore. And this battle has been going on for 2 generations. The divide in Black America is deeper than ever. Some of us want progress, dignity, and success, and others want to keep playing the victim, blaming white folk for every problem, glorifying crime, making excuses for failure. And that time is over. It's time to mature. I mean, we're in the twilight zone. You got a low life like Al Sharpton He can pretend to be continuing the legacy of MLK with a boycott on Costco's or a boycott on Target or whatever. And in reality, he's nothing more than a professional con artist, a race hustler who profits from black pain while doing nothing to fix it. Look, it's time to put your choosing shoes on because we're at a crossroads. It's time to choose something now. You can either continue being a pawn of the Democrat Party and vote blue no matter who, and allow them let a significant number of people live off scraps while they wine and dine in mansions, or you can break free and reclaim your dignity and start building again. If you vote Democrat Party because it serves your interests, go on ahead and do that, baby. I ain't got a problem with that. Vote your interests. Same thing goes with the folk who sit on the couch. Don't vote if that's in your interest. Same thing for the Republicans. Vote your interest. Even the independents, vote your interest. But understand this. We can either stay in the ghetto and glorify degeneracy and twerk in the streets for politicians who laugh at us behind closed doors, or we can choose self-respect, self-reliance, and excellence. You can either be a victim crying about systematic oppression, which is going to exist and not going to go anywhere. And you can continue waiting for politicians to come save you. Or you can do what our ancestors did and take responsibility for your own life and build something real for yourselves. Build something real for your children like our ancestors did. Let me tell you something. And you can call me cynical or whatever, but nobody's coming to save black folk. They don't like us like that. Hell, we don't even like us like that. But I can be absolutely certain to tell you that Democrats don't care about us. Hell, the Republicans don't care about us either. The only people that can save us, foundational black Americans, are foundational black Americans. The ones who refuse to sit around and wait for something to happen. It's time to make it happen. And to the degenerates and the perpetual victims and the race hustlers and the ones who are criminal minded, I'm not talking about my brothers and sisters who made it out the criminal justice system. You're doing well for yourself, baby. I support you 100%. I am 100% with you. That's why I'm all the way with what that boy, what y'all call him, Turtle. Somebody shout out to Aaron Sloan. I support him 100%. That young man was incarcerated, but now he out there making a name for himself on this reality show circuit. He started off as a balloon pop. He ain't hitting nobody upside the head. He ain't robbing nobody. I support my brothers who get out of that criminal justice system. That's not who I'm talking about. I'm not talking about y'all who grew up in poverty and was on welfare, food stamps. I'm not talking about you either. You might cut your words like I do. You might got a few things on your past. I'm not talking about you. I love you. I want to see you win. I'm not talking about the people who've been through something. I'm not calling you a victim because you fall back on some of the things you had to deal with. But baby, everybody got a cross to bear, even Jesus Christ. You got to carry that thing. You got to shine it up. You got to let everybody know this is who I am, but it don't hold me back. You got to use the blocks in front of you that hold you back as stepping stones. And I'm definitely not talking about the people, the race men and race women who acknowledge that race is an issue, but not the ones who let them hold them down, the ones who see past and say, we got to do better, just like our ancestors did. But I am not going to allow, as long as I have a voice and breath in my body and blood running through my veins and arteries, allow people to keep Black America broken and enslaved to the government. It's time to wake up, baby. There's a Black Renaissance coming. And you either get on board or you're going to be left behind. The choice is yours. This is Uncle D, also known as the Blizzard King. And as I always say at this time, I love y'all. And I'm out.
Late night tuning, light up the stream. DennisSpurling, wisdom gleam. Voices whisper truth and an insight. In his podcast, feel the light. Harmony in every word. Truth Wave after wave of smooth delight. Dennis brings the dark to light. That's the blizzard, baby! Share the tales unfold. The stories born like morning gold. Feeling the wisdom inside me. Subscribing like time after time.
Black men, black men, black men, I want to salute you. Your incarceration rate is down. The education rate is up. We up. We went from, we are doing great for ourselves. So you should salute yourself. Shout out to all the brothers out there, whether you're a truck driver or an engineer, whether you're an electrician or garbage man, a doctor, a lawyer, if you a hard-working brother, if you fresh out the penitentiary, but you on your grind and you doing it legal and you trying to make amends for yourself, man, I salute you too, brothers. God bless you. This is Uncle D, and you know, I'm out.